Now, the old diehard attitude. How can the same thing happen to the same person thrice? Now, if you've been watching my latest series on Sharknado, you probably know the one I'm up to right now. Sharknado 3, oh hell no. Now, this one starts off in Washington, D.C. and finishes up in Florida, specifically around the Orlando area, with tons more cameos and crazier crap. Now, we get a returning character back in the form of Nova. We also get a new Cassie. Now, if you remember from my first Sharknado review, you know that Finn and April have 2 children. And they replaced the daughter in this movie. I have no idea why. The original Cassie did not come back, but she didn't. We also get to meet April's mother, because at the time of this movie, April is expecting their 3rd child. We also get the introduction of Hasselhoff. That's right, David Hasselhoff, who comes in to play Finn's dad, who is a NASA employee. I did say the word NASA. They finally go to space. Now, if you've been following my personal Instagram and Twitter accounts, you know for a fact that I am in the early stages of planning my trip to Florida, and this is one of the reasons why, because they actually do a big chunk of Sharknado 3 in Florida's Universal Studios, which they could do to the heart's content, because Universal is ones that are helping bring this thing to the small screen. Yes, I know it does say Asylum, but it's also sort of been helped out by Universal Studios. So this pretty much is a bit of a showcase of Universal Studios. Now, they do feature at least 3 rides or 3 areas. They feature Shark Jaws, which is still there in some capacity. There is like a rock and roller coaster type thing, which I do believe is still there. And they do go into the Twister ride. Now, unfortunately, the time of this recording, that is now being destroyed and taken over by, I believe it's Fast and the Furious. They do go to a theatre rep, and this has so many cameos, not just Hasselhoff. You do actually see George R.R. Martin. Now, if you know that name, you probably know his fantasy series, Game of Thrones. He is the original author, director, and occasional writer of that TV series as well. We again see the Today Show in America's Today Show. And of course, these 2 wine drinkers that I think are part of that particular family. We do actually meet the president. It's not the president at the time, but we do meet him. Finn's brother-in-law also makes a bit of a cameo, and the mayor from the previous movie. We also get to meet Frankie Muniz. Now, if that name does not ring a bell to you, you probably know his work on Malcolm in the Middle or the Cody Banks movie series. Yes, I have seen the Cody Banks movies. And a whole bunch of other cameos. I believe there's a couple. There's Chris Jericho from the WWE or WFF, I think it was also called at one stage. Plenty more carnage, a lot more shark attacks. This keeps the same quality, B picture quality, that 1 and 2 both possess. And when they actually get to NASA, I do believe they actually got permission by NASA and was able to do a lot of stuff that most people are allowed to do at NASA. Oh, I should also add that the actor who plays Cassie's, you can't say boyfriend, but sort of pickup, she sort of meets him, is actually the actor Cassie's real boyfriend. He was actually part of the Thunderman series. How did Nickelodeon let him get away with that? But apparently Nickelodeon did. And this movie addresses a little bit of the relationships between April and her mother and Finn and his father. So it definitely has some growing space between the characters, and you really get to see how April has really developed over 3 movies, because if you remember from the second movie, April loses an arm. Well, she actually gets a sore on that arm, so which is a nice way of progressing the April character. This movie has a lot of the same laughs, a lot of the same sort of what you expect, which I thoroughly enjoy. As someone who has seen a lot of franchises, you would know, I love continuity, and this movie definitely has that continuity sort of angle. Now, do you like Sharknado? Can you not wait for the last Sharknado? Please write down in the comment section below. Please subscribe and hit the little bell icon so when I release another Sharknado movie or any other movie reviews, you guys will be the first one to know. And I cannot wait to tell you what I think about Sharknado 4. And I shall see you in another video. Ciao!